All right, everybody, we are back. Day 3. Yay, we made it. We have another exciting guest. Yes, a filmmaker, finalist, nominee, award nominee, whatever you want to call him. He's the man. And the good thing is about it that I don't even have to introduce this person tonight. So I'm going to bring him on so that you guys can find out who we got tonight. Let me give you some rules, though. House rules that are those of you that are coming in. We're excited. I see you coming in. What we want you to do is shout out to us. Let him know that you're here, or let me know that you're here simply by clicking in the chat room and giving us a heart or saying, hey, what's up? Or hey, something. I am Jeanette Greenwood, CEO, founder of Ladies and Family Television, and I'm super excited about being here tonight. We're here with the Texas Indie Filmmaker Awards, and we have been interviewing our finalists and our nominees this week. And tonight we have a special guest that is not just one nominee, but two. So without further ado, I'm going to bring him on, and I'm going to allow him to introduce himself.
Oh, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, I am the Benet Embry, Benet Embry, still host of the Benet Embry Show, coming back to you in 2024. I want to kick a shout out to my crew, the super producer Ziggy, James D. Kane, Nikki Jackson, Mark, the sports dude. Also kick a shout out to the crew, cast and crew of Love Torn Between Twos, especially my angels, Rachel, Garrett Washington, Ashley L'Oreal Davis, Casey Jones, Diamond Hicks, and also to the new project that we got coming out, my main man, let me give you the thing, the older man, younger woman, with my executive producer and co-founder of Clearwater Productions, Hudrell Jones, my first AD Scott, my second AD, Jamal Randall, and also my new angels, my angels, and in addition to the probationary angel. The only reason why she's probationary because she's not 18 yet, but Kelsey Jones. So that being said, ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned, stay put, stay tight. We finna blow your mind.
All right. That's what I'm talking about. See, now he comes showing off all his skills, radio host. He know how to jump on here and not be nervous and just let it flow. Okay. Welcome to the show, Benet. Oh, it's such a pleasure to sit here and
man, thank you so much for having me on. Thank you so much for your organization. Thank you so much for recognizing the talent, not only in Texas, but in Dallas specifically. You are doing a tremendous service for all of us filmmakers, for all of us actors, for all of us screenwriters and everything. So thank you so much.
You're more than welcome. All of you are more than welcome. And that's definitely what we are. I'm glad that you said that because that is our goal. And if somebody don't see that, they're missing we're missing our purpose. So our purpose is to lift. Our name is Lift. And we're here to lift our brothers and sisters up in this industry and to get out here and help them gain all the exposure that we're able to give. So I'm excited. Now we're here to talk about you tonight. Now look, you didn't get not one, but two nominees, right?
In the words of my homegirl and mentor and good friend Lucretia Johnson, to glory be to God.
That is her. That is her, baby. And you know what? I agree because that is truly an honor because we know. Well, I know you out here that are watching may not know, but he's a talk show host. So he has a nomination for that. And then he has a nomination for a feature film, Love Torn Between Two. And we're going to show y'all the trailer later on. So we want to give everybody else time that's jumping on. Make sure you share this live. So everybody can get a wind of what's going on and what to expect coming up in March. Okay. Right. So I am so excited. Let me get my questions up. I didn't hear them from myself. I am so excited again, like I say, to have you here. I've been watching you for years. Do your thing out here. I know that you're an actor and now you're producing film. But let me ask you this. How did you learn about the Texas Indie Filmmaker Award?
I saw it on Facebook. And I was like, and I did my research because, they got some filmmaker awards that's local to a region or a particular genre. But one thing that impressed me about the Texas Indie Film Awards is that the specialization on indie films, because we're all trying to get to that next plateau. And not
Right.
only that, how unexclusive there is. You know what I'm saying? There's no clicks, there's no this. If your work is dope, then you get in. You know, if not, that gives you something to work towards too. So I really just like the purpose and what you stand for, especially with Lyft and empowering women and just empowering the entire scene. So
Wow.
with that, I was like, yeah, I definitely want to be a part of this if my work deemed worthy to be uh
Wow.
being a part of it. Yeah. So yeah, this is dope.
Wow. Thank you so much for that. Now, you entered projects and it went. I remember when because I'm working with these judges. We got celebrity judges in here, and I remember when they got down to, I think it was, because I'm like, we got to narrow this down, because we don't have money to be paying for all this. Been 15,000 people coming up on the stage. So when they got it down, and it was down to 22 finalists, and so of course, we being nosy because we want to see who it is. Who are the finalists? Because for
Right.
those that need to know, ladies in film and television, we went outside and grabbed judges, for those that don't know.
Mhm.
And we had Miguel Nunez. We
Right
had
on.
Brother Man from the Martin Lawrence show. He was so, in our orientation, he had us laughing in orientation. We had Dempsey Gibson, Sam Duman,
Shout out to all
Katie
those
Lynn,
brothers. Shout
Katie
out to all of
Lynn,
them.
huh?
Shout out to all of them.
Yes, Katie Lynn from American Got Talent. David Mann Jr., that's the son of David Mann and Tamala Mann's.
Right on.
So we had Gina Grant. So we had some top names out here that came in and they worked with us to get these films judged. So I just want to put it out there that our hands did not touch this judging platform. I'm glad it didn't. Mine didn't, because this was a hard thing to do.
So
So
once
what was your
again,
reaction when you found out that not
so,
just one thing, but two got in there?
so the first thing is that I think the producer for the Benet Embry show submitted everything for the Benet Embry
Okay.
show. And then it was somebody else that we had screened Love Torn Between Two that submitted that particular piece. But when I got the email, I was sitting up there shocked. I was like, what? For real? And for me personally, although, we as artists, we are extremely sensitive about our work. And for
Mm-hmm.
somebody that's outside our circle to say, this is a dope show, this is a dope movie, this is that, I felt extremely honored. And I'm still honored and humble. And it actually gave me the drive to go harder and further and not push the limit, but push the whole entire, what's the word I'm looking for? The whole entire scene. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
We have a lot of talent right here in the DFW. I've been blessed to work with some of the greatest of the great. You have your Lucretia Johnson, you have your Katie Carr, you have your Kenny Gardner, you have your Raquel Belt, you have your Corey Espy, you have your Santasha Nicole, you have all of these different people, and it's all love. Although there
Yes.
will be friendly competition, and I don't want to say competition, that's a bad word, but it's the support that we have. And shout out to DeMarcus Bailey, who's my fellow nominee, but actually to start making the movies in Dallas and in Tyler, my hometown, to put everybody on the scene
Yes.
and inspire people. Now you got myself from East Texas. You got Keegan Creighton from East Texas. You got all these other filmmakers who have been in his films and now starting to branch out. And so we're not in that same bubble. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I mean, that's what we're dealing with now. So now when I look at Tubi and see that 47% of the movies on Tubi are from Dallas, it's almost like an explosion. We are kicking
Yes.
ass. We are kicking Atlanta's ass. We're kicking Detroit's ass. We're kicking all these folks' ass. and it's all DFW, East Texas, and all of that stuff. It's a Texas thing
Yes.
that we're bringing out before the masses. You don't have to be in Miami. You don't have to be in New York. You don't have to be in California to get your thought and your content out.
That's it.
You write a dope film, and there's ways for you to get that film distribution for the world to see. And everybody has their own individual story.
Right. Wow. And, you know, and we spoke with two filmmakers last night, that finalists, and basically, you know, he said the same thing. He actually he's from Dallas, and he basically said the same thing. You know, that the talent here and it's like Texas is really blowing up. And that was one of my, you know, questions that I had for him last night. I'm gonna ask that question to you for you later. You almost touched on it, but we're gonna dig deeper on that, because I agree with you 100%. And that was the whole purpose of us bringing Texas Indie Award, because I'm watching. I'm sitting out. I'm on this side watching. I've made some films too, but I'm watching, and I'm like, man, this.
Don't do that. Don't short yourself.
What I
do? You need to let them know about your plays. You need to let them know about your movies. You need to let them know.
This is not my interview.
No,
bring me to your show and we'll talk about my stuff.
If we don't give credit, let's give credit where credit is due. You don't put together some of the dopest talent. If you get in a Miss Greenwood production, ladies and gentlemen, you somebody. You somebody.
You better
take that.
Okay, you're gonna have to stop.
You better do something.
Well, thank you so much. And you know, I have worked in a lot of those names that you called. I've worked with them. Corey Espy, oh man, the first time I worked with Corey, I never forget when he came and auditioned. I think, what play was that? I did What You Won't Do, I Will. Right. And this dude, let me tell you, I know this dude came in there, and this one I was writing them long scripts. I done shortened them scripts. Now I'm like, okay, that's too much. You live and you learn, right? Right on. But let me tell you, I have never seen anybody go and learn a whole script. He knew every last one of his lines. I said, where does dude come from? Where he come from?
Hey, how you doing? I'm Corey Espy. I'm Mr. 350. How you doing?
That's him. We love you, Corey.
I can do that because Corey's my cousin.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Whoa. Well, you know, and you're dynamic. I've watched you, so it just runs in the genes.
Hey, man, that Mumford bloodline is deep.
Okay. Yeah. Now I see it runs in the genes. Now, tell me something. What inspired you? I know you're an actor. You got an agent, so you're acting professionally. But what inspired you to get into the world of film?
Actually, 3 agents. Shout out to Danette Linicom of the Linicom agency. I'm signed with her. I'm also signed with my partner Randall with Talent Management Catalyst in Atlanta, and also with my own company, Clearwater Productions. We started our own LLC to help produce and promote film and television for talent.
Congratulations.
Well, thank you, ma'am. What actually got me started in film is that I'm 51 years old, and the films that are coming out now are not really checking for 51-year-olds as far as leads, as far as having big, significant roles.
You're right.
So I saw this interview with Tyler Perry to say that when they didn't invite him to the table, he built his own damn table.
Yes.
And from that, I said, right on. You know, I'm a former poet. I'm a published author. So we gave it a try. Love Torn Between Two is the first baby out the box. It was, and when I talked to distributors about, they was like, well, is it gangster? Is it this? I said, no, it's not gangster, because I said, I write to celebrate love, Black love, for the simple fact that if we don't learn how to love each other, then we're forever doomed as a people. And not only that, love is eternal. God is love.
Yes.
So with that, I decided to, now don't get me wrong, hood films and stuff have that place in our culture. They're part of our culture.
Right.
I'm not trying to say that I'd never write a hood film, but I love stories.
We all are different.
Yeah. Love and Basketball, Poetic Justice, Love Jones, The
Oh, you
Wood,
naming all my favorites. Yeah.
Brown Sugar, things like that. And and although they may not be the cool thing, but we have to have something that balances, to what they see. And not only that, change the narrative. I can love you as a black man loving a black woman. Hey,
Yes.
you know what? I actually love my kids. I actually can hold a job. I'm actually successful. So
Right.
I want to put that narrative out there for the world to see. So if you asking me what's inspired me, it's not only to give people of my age a shot, but also to change the narrative, to talk about love, and then put on a more positive front from our people for our people. Not every film has to be about drugs. Not every film has to be about gang banging and murdering and all of that stuff. We are a positive people. We
I
are the
love
light.
it.
So with that particular standpoint, that's what inspired me.
I love it. And you know what? That is so true about the age. Um, the age. I mean, when you get a certain age, they want, they're looking for these younger actors because this, these film producers won't thinking this is what's up. And I have told my actors that I train and coach that, even though that that is what they want, but it's still opportunities out here for us.
Right.
But it's good for you to say that, because that's even with me when I'm writing, I look for more mature actors. Not to
Right.
say that I don't want younger people, but I'm noticing what the opportunities, who are getting the opportunities,
I
who's
get
not.
I get more hits for commercials than I do movies, and that's cool. I may book maybe 5 or 6 commercials a year, whatever the situation is. But there's something with age and wisdom that we can pass on,
That's right.
especially with social media, the way that it is now, and all of this other stuff. They're locking our youth into a certain box.
Yes.
Let's blow the box up.
There you go.
Let's blow the box up. Let's give them a different aspect and different things to think about.
Yes.
Let's give us a different visual than what they see. And this, like I said again, there's nothing wrong with your powers or whatever the situation is. But it's more to us than love and hip hop.
That's, oh my God.
You know what
That's
I'm saying?
right.
There's
You're
more of
right.
us. There's more to us than basketball wives. You understand what I'm saying? We are the people that created math and science and start mapping the stars with astrology and all of that stuff. Let's expound on that. Not
Yes.
everything has to be about. Just let me show you how to love you. That's all I'm saying.
Exactly. I love it. I love it. I love it. Oh man, that's deep. And that's so true, and that's so needed. And like you said earlier, we're all different. Everybody has their own type of film that they're interested in shooting. But I like what you're saying, because that's definitely what we need. We got to stop walking into so many stereotypes. We've been
Right.
stereotyped all our life, and it and
Correct.
it's upsetting, and it's to the point where we've been tired, but now we have a little bit more power and a little bit
Really.
more control, where we can tell our own stories. And I love
Listen,
that.
and that inspired me because I did a show with brother Harry Lennox. I talked to him probably 2 or 3 times a month, and he is Dresser in the Five Heartbeats. He's the Martian Manhunter in the Justice League. He is the father on that movie. I can't remember the name of it. Where they were, the Stepping Show with Chris
Oh,
Brown, with all of them stuff.
I know what
You
you're
know,
talking about.
yeah.
I can't even think of it
So,
either.
but he said it's more to us than just this particular thing. He said, slavery, yes, that story can probably never be exhausted because that's a part of American fabric. But there has to be a way for us to write our stories the way we want to write them and get them distributed for us so we can show. And then eventually society is going to catch on and watch it. You know how many people watch Tubi and all that other stuff and everything? I can't tell you how many people come up to me because they've seen me in Heavy, or they've seen me in the Love and Drugs series, or they've seen me in Why Women Trip, or anything like that. And the cool thing is that they come to you and say, bro, I really understand your character. I really understand what you were trying to say. And from the acting standpoint, that's all I'm trying to relate. I'm
Right.
trying to express a thought or
Right.
invoke thought in the hopes for a deeper conversation. Oh, side note, shout out to my man Snoop Robinson, who helped me with Older Man, Younger Woman. He was a cinematographer for that. And so he really helped me with the camera work and everything like that. And that's something that I really, really, really believe that y'all are going to like, for the simple fact, you know, I'm 20 years older than my wife, but the story is not about us. It is about two people finding love in an unconventional way, despite the odds, in spite of the odds, and still loving each other. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think that we are in the hardcore editing process now. After that, we go to sound design and all of that good stuff. Hopefully, I'll be able to present to you a trailer by mid-January and everything. But the cast and crew of that was phenomenal. The cast with Love Torn Between Two was phenomenal. I mean, you got Ashley L'Oreal Davis. That's the lead in Love Torn Between Two. Then you had Rachel Garrett Washington, who has a movie now out on YouTube that's extremely dope. Please, everybody, go watch. The more the merrier. Then you got Casey Jones, and you got Diamond. You got new talent. You got Hot Boy Rillo, and all of this stuff. And then you come back with Older Man, Younger Woman with Diamond Hicks as the lead, and you got Kenny Gardner, and you got Akron Watson, a Broadway actor from Pleasant Grove, who flew down here specifically to help me with this project. I'm in the
Oh,
project.
wow.
Yeah, you got Jamal Randall. You have ND with Nadara. I can't say her last name, but you know, people who know ND know Nadara. They know. You got Lucretia's in the film. You have all these different aspects, and all these people are coming together. Corey's in the film. Snoop is in the film. You got Karen Crump. Ooh, Karen Crumbie. Woo!
And Combi, yes.
Yeah, you better. You know what I'm saying? And the crazy thing about that is that I wanted to cast her for a role, but the role was already gone, and she showed up just to be an extra, just to support me. And somebody didn't show up, or whatever the situation is, and I said, Karen, I need you. Can you learn these lines in 5 minutes?
Mm-hmm.
She was on it.
Mm-hmm.
You wait till you see it.
Oh,
And
wow.
I, as a director, I was sitting back there like,
wow. It's an amazing thing when you start seeing people just play out your script. It's a beautiful thing.
It's an amazing thing because, and it's very, when I write stuff, I already have this image in mind. But when I see Lucretia Johnson and Kenny Gardner, they going back and forth on the script, and it's exactly the way I pictured it in my mind. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
When you're writing something and you see Diamond Hicks and Kenny, or me, Kenny, and Akron, when we in a pool scene or whatever the situation is. Even my partner, who Jarrell Jones, on the there's a scene in there. He's in two scenes actually, and he goes there and he's hitting his lines and hitting his marks and everybody on point. It's beautiful.
Yes, it is.
And so it's a lot of hard work. So I want to tell all the future filmmakers, don't get discouraged. There will be some long days on set, some long hours. There's a whole bunch of BS you're gonna have to deal with. But that finished and end product, when you sit up there at the premiere and you see people like
enjoying,
that's going to feel you, and it's going to inspire you. So don't give up, never quit. Even when folks tell you your idea is stupid, it's a reason why. There's a thought process. You follow your thought process and stay true to yourself, have great integrity in what you do, and I guarantee you'll come out on top.
Wow. Now, do you think do you think that the film industry, well, actually, let me say this. Where do you see the film industry in Texas going? In which we kind of touched on this earlier. In the next 3 years. 3 years.
I see the film industry, and I'm including myself in this because I'm arrogant. With myself, you got Keegan Creighton, you got DeMarcus Bailey, you got I should say that right. DeMarcus Bailey, the Godfather. You got Kate Mr. Larry. You got shoot, I can't remember the other brother's name. It'll come to me. His first name is Kevin. He was in Love Torn Between Two. He put out a project. You got Draper Wilson. You got all these other cats that's coming up. And then,
Right.
you got all these superb actors, Jared Tucker and LaDavia Reed and Krista Shea and Tika G and you got Tiara Stacks. You got all these other. I don't see. Listen, they finna have to do something with this.
Yeah.
We bring in Hollywood to us. We already say Dollywood. They finna have to come to us. Montreal Diggs. You got Corey Pratt. I mean, listen. Let me tell you
The
something.
list goes on.
Yeah, you got Viola Davis is one of my favorite actresses, but I put a Lucretia Johnson up against her.
Okay.
Taraji Henson is one of my favorite actresses, but I put an Ashley L'Oreal Davis up against her. You got Samuel Jackson is one of my favorite actors. That matter of fact, my favorite actor. I put a Corey Epstein up between them. So when you say talent, what I see on Tubi and I see our stuff, unheard of, unreal.
I agree. I totally agree. Thank all of you so much for joining. I like y'all putting comments and shouting out to them. What's up, Evelyn Jones Reed? That the baddest playwright out here. That's my girl. Michael, Lee Miller, Danny Goodwin. Hi, how y'all doing? Thank y'all for joining.
Danny Goodman is my brother from another mother. He is my military partner. He's all the way in Florida.
Oh, okay. What's up, Florida in the house?
Yeah.
So y'all, we're gonna share a clip.
Wait a minute, hold on, real quick. And
okay,
Lee Miller is the showstopper, and so that whole spiel that I did, I learned from him because we would co-host shows together, and so I would watch him and Quentin Coleman, Community Q, and I basically stole both their styles and combined them into mine. So yeah, Lee Miller is the one for all of that. Yeah, shout out to my boy Lee.
All right, hey Lee.
Yeah.
Shout out to you.
Mason. Yeah, my brother Mason. Yeah.
All right. Yes. So we're gonna show y'all the clip that got him this nomination.
Right.
Love Torn Between Two. So I think I got the sound right. He was helping me test everything out. See, y'all, I don't get out here and act like I know everything. See, he came on here. I'm not hearing that sound. I said, okay, hold on.
Before you do that, Miss Greenwood. So when you got some auditions, so I can come be part of your projects, because I haven't made it to the peak of the mountain until I get in one of your projects. So I'm just trying to figure out when the next auditions are.
I got you.
Okay,
I got you. I got something I've been writing on, and I'm telling you. Anyway, I got something. Yeah, I've been writing during the pandemic, and I got you. I got you. I need somebody that's gonna cut up too, and I see that cutting up spirit in you.
Well, in the words of Lucretia Johnson, to glory be to God. To God be the glory.
All right, y'all. We get ready to show you this this clip, this trailer actually from Love Torn Between Two, and y'all gonna see why this nomination happened for him. So hang tight. Let me get my stuff up and let's check it out.
How you doing, beautiful?
Oh, so you think I'm beautiful?
Like, I want to be there for you through the worst and the good times. I want to be there for you, like, when you need a shoulder to cry on.
I really am sorry. It's like I see you around and I just want to hold you and tell you I love you.
How many times has he disrespected you, Pam? And every time you run back.
I have been torn lately. I mean, Jeremy's been in my head, but Michael's in my heart.
Right.
Wow.
Thank
And
you.
you know, I mean, I've seen her in some man, she's the bomb.com. I mean,
That's
man,
actually L'Oreal, baby.
yes,
You know what I'm saying?
yes.
Oh, and everybody else is gonna hit me up later after they see this. You didn't mention my name. I'm sorry.
What they say, charge it to my head, not to my heart.
I love all of y'all, and I appreciate every actor that's been on my set, every actor that's done everything they needed to do, everything. I could not be here without you guys. Not only myself, the cast and crew. Again, shout out to Hudrell Jones, Snoop Robinson, Eddie Scott, uh, Jamal Randall, Rashay Moore, Andromeda Jones, my brother Ken Clark, all the stuff, all the people behind the scenes that really get no notoriety but deserve all the notoriety, and every actor that's been rocking with me, whether you have been a lead in the film or an extra. Thank you so much.
Yes, that's right. That's right. That's right. So let me ask you this. Tell us about you kind of touched a little bit about your upcoming project. Tell us a little bit more about that upcoming project.
Older Man, Younger Woman. It is a dramatic love story. And without giving you too much, there is a person who is physically abused and a person who's emotionally abused. And one of the lines in the movie is, "Look at me. I'm happy. I have peace. And in that peace, I found him." So with that being said, be sure and check it out. It is a tearjerker. It's going to make you mad. It's going to make you cry. It's going to make you excited. It's going to tug on every possible human emotion that you have. That is led by Kenny Gardner and Diamond Hicks, who did phenomenal jobs. It is co-starred by myself, Ashley L'Oreal Davis, Rachel Garrett Washington, and also Jada J, who's also a nominee.
Yes, I interviewed her Monday.
Oh, Jada J is a beast. Also, the new angel, Kelsey Jones, and also my Masonic brother, Rodney Voice Terrell. He's making his quote unquote debut, stepping up and doing the big thing. What I like about this film, there are no weak links. When we went to editing, there was no scene that needed to be cut.
Wow, that's
Everybody
good.
brought it. Nadara brought it. Santasha, Nicole is in it. And although she was in one scene, when you see the emotion on her face and her betting them eyes and playing with them eyes, you can be like,
I can't wait. So when is this coming out?
Well, we're in the editing process. We submit everything over to the distribution company at the end of the month, and then we'll get a release date, after negotiations and stuff. But I'm anticipating, I would like to push it out in summer, but with the distribution company, sometimes they want to wait till the holidays to push it out. But we'll have the premiere well before that, because these people and these actors deserve to see their hard work on a big screen.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
They deserve to get their flowers, their awards, their accolations, and stuff like that. Oh, I forgot who else is starting this. Alex Ryan Brown. Now, listen, ladies and gentlemen, this cat is totally different from his character. Okay, he's totally different from that. So don't be trying to jump on him and fight him in the movie.
He just put a disclaimer out here, y'all.
He is not like that, for real.
Oh, so, now that's even more interesting than what the heck he doing up in this film.
Well, you got to watch it, Miss Jeanette. You got to watch it and everything.
Let me ask you this: name 3 things you want to change about the film industry. If you could change 3 things you see going on, you would just like to see that change.
One is the hypocrisy.
Okay.
2 are the clicks. And I'm not saying that for indie films here locally in Texas. I'm talking about the clicks overall, because what happens is that the Warner Brothers may be cool with some talent agency with Maverick, and they'll pull all their casting from them and then you know, giving the scraps to the thing. And I suppose the third thing I would like to change is I'm trying to figure out how to word this without being abrasive, because people that don't
Say
know
it.
know I have a
Say
terrible
it.
problem of being abrasive at times.
I do too. Don't feel bad. Say it.
The best word I can say is stupid.
This is
shit.
your interview. We want you to be honest. We're
I
gonna
guess,
appreciate
so.
that.
If that's the case, I guess the best thing I can say is stupid shit.
Okay.
When I say that, that goes into the clique and that goes into the hypocrisy stand for just do the work, man.
Okay.
Don't just do the work. Give you an example. I'm cool with a lot of filmmakers. So when they post auditions, I never ask, let me be in your film. What I do ask, let me audition.
Right. That's
Prove
right.
your worth.
That's
Prove
right.
your work. Sometimes I may get it, sometimes I won't. The only thing I'm gonna ask if I don't get it, what do I need to improve on? Because I don't know everything. And then if you're evolving as an artist, you'll never know anything and know everything. It's the journey, it's the process, it's the continual rebuilding of yourself to give out that particular point. That's why with Heavy, I'll probably never do another thug character because that's expected of me. 6'4", 300 pounds, all of that. You know what I'm saying? With Older Man, Younger Woman, I will give you this tidbit. I'm playing a special needs brother
Oh wow.
to the main character. So
Wow.
and it's not a funny special needs character. It's to show that although she's hard, super hard, that she has compassion and she can love, but it's got to be a love that she can trust and the love that she knows she's going to get back unequivocally. So with that, I want to play that character to bring that out. So when somebody comes to me and says, well, I'm used to playing this role, well, you don't need to work for me because whatever role you used to playing, I'm going to blow the whole box out. If you do church girl, I'm going to make you sexy. Beyond sex. Matter of fact, you finna do a sex scene.
I love that. And basically, it's the typecasting. You don't want to
nice sex scene. You ain't showing boobs and all of that, but I'm gonna show you in a different way. And I can't keep harping on this. With Diamond Hicks, who plays the lead, from what I've always seen, she was always a good girl and a church girl. And you probably know Diamond. She's always smiling, giggling, all of that stuff. But when it came time for her to, hey, Diamond, and I'll always say, Diamond, I need this. She was like, okay. And she would give it to you. And she gave it to you. And I was sitting back there, I was like, well, damn. And I had to go and apologize to her after we wrapped. I said, Diamond, I didn't think you were capable of this. But you have showed so much range in this part right here that this is I mean, for real. And you know, it's just y'all just Older Man, Younger Woman. Wait for this trailer to come out.
I can't wait.
It's gonna blow your mind. Now it's not. I'm telling you right now, it's not for everybody. If you expecting bang, 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 yeah, bitch, nigga. No, we're talking about the elevation of love between a black man and a black woman, and the circumstances around that, and how they overachieve all of that other issues and all of that other stuff, because it's the love between them two that matters. All of that stuff. That's all it is. And so when you see that, then yeah.
Wow. I love it. And the thing of it is, it was a question. Tyler Perry has a new movie that he's getting ready to do, and it's about some women in a war or something like that. And they asked him a question about why. Let me see, can I paraphrase it? Basically, the way they asked him is, why are we Black people still writing about, why are we making so many movies about the past? And you touched on it earlier, because our movies have been told by other people.
Right. Well, the whole thing is that the movies that in the past have not, first off, with the exception of Roots and maybe Rosewood.
Yeah.
Everything else, that new movie with Will Smith, if he could win an Oscar because he'd been banned for slapping folks and shit, he would definitely win an Oscar for that, because it just didn't focus on slavery. It focused on the struggle and the struggle of freedom and the struggle to how to get to that freedom. And in life, we all struggling to get to a particular point in this thing we call life. It could be struggling with your marriage, struggling with your kids, struggling with your
Right.
job, struggling just to know who you are as a person and in self. But there's a struggle that you always have to fight. And so it just teaches. I love that it teaches about perseverance.
Exactly.
So, to your question, what was your question again? Because I get to rambling.
No, I actually brought up the fact that, and actually, it is a question, because what do you think about that question that was asked of Tyler Perry about us, right? About why are we still writing about the past?
But see, that's the crazy thing, because they never asked anybody in other communities about why you still writing about the Holocaust.
That part.
They never asked other communities about, writing about how the South will rise again and all of that and everything. Our history, especially since they're stopped teaching it in schools, we have to have another avenue to teach our children and the next generation of who we are as a people. Give an example. Long time ago, when my mama was pregnant with my second brother, and she already had his first name, and we were watching Roots, and she named him LeVar after LeVar Burton from Roots.
Mm-hmm.
And I make my kids watch it, not to teach them, oh, the white man is bad. Baby, this is what you come from. Not only this is what you come from, this is what your ancestors overcame to get to this point. So don't never look down on nobody. Right. You keep your progress going forward, but you always remember where you come from. I love that Fred Hampton movie. Mm-hmm. Just for the fact of the strength of the characters that were portrayed in that and how they brought all of that together. That's the movies I want to write. Writing about the hood is all good. But again, we are more than the hood. We are more than these narratives that they already have placed on us. So I feel like with my voice, it is my responsibility and my duty on my honor to write and tell a complete story, good, bad, whatever the situation is, to inspire and entertain the next generation.
Right.
So when my great grandkids want to know who Benet Embry is, they'll be able to find me on YouTube. They'll be able to look and see what they papa stood for. And it's all about a legacy. It's all about that. And once again, I'm not dissing nobody who does hood movies, because if I get cast for a role in a hood movie, I'm gonna take it because I need the money. But also, with my platform with Clearwater Productions, and we chose the name Clearwater because we want to be transparent. Again, shout out to Hudrell Jones, who believed enough in me with the issues that we had with our previous film, just to see enough of my vision to trust me with the money, with forming an LLC, making me CEO, and co-founder of that thing, so we can bring everything to light.
Wow.
To inspire the world on a whole different level than what people are not used for. I don't want my daughters to find their role models in that Gorilla Girl chick. I want my daughters to find their role models in historical figures of a Harriet Tubman or a Michelle Obama or something like that actually means something that impacts the people.
Right.
That will impact their purpose.
Yes.
In life. So, that's the whole, that's the realization of it.
Now you saying that actually is leading into my next question. And I kind of hear the answer, but I want you to just say it. So do you think movies can bring a change into the society?
It can. It does. It does now. That's why we have to be very particular and mindful and even protective of what we put out there about us. Times have changed and times have got better. Some of the notions about who we are as a people and blah, 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 that has changed. But when you cut on a movie, a Black movie, you need to see more positive stuff. Like, I can go on Google now and say, okay, for Friday, which I love Friday, their views and their hits, and it's a cultural icon, are more than a poetic justice. And I'm trying to figure out why. The reason why I'm trying to figure out why, because rap is nothing, if that's an acronym, rhythm and poetry. All these rap artists are nothing but poets
Right.
with a beat.
Right.
So what are you trying to say? Yes, there are going to be some, everybody's not going to agree with your opinion, and everybody's not going to agree with your process or even your thoughts or whatever, but at least put it out there in a way so they can think about it and form their own opinion.
Yes.
That's it. Hold on. Look, yes, I agree, because our children are more influenced by society than us parents. I somewhat agree with that. But see, like in my house, YouTube is blocked. Me and my kids. But when they leave this house, ma'am, Miss Harden, you're exactly correct. I don't know what the mother parents are teaching their kids. So in addition to being a good parent here at home with me and my wife, shout out to my wife. I don't shout out to everybody else, but shout out to my beautiful baby boo.
That's right. You better say it
the
loud.
mother of my
You
children.
black and you proud. You better
My
say it
first
loud.
and my only, my real true love, Danisha Embry Jackson Embry, aka Goosey. We got to we just got to do better. We have to be responsible for our content and for our people.
Right.
We can't expect nobody to take us seriously if we don't take ourselves seriously.
Right. Right. And I totally agree with that. And definitely with the films that are coming out, I am seeing more and more and less of degrading films when it comes to Black. I'm seeing more films that are empowering us.
Even in the new hood films, I'm seeing great acting. I'm seeing great content. And like I said, that's why I never diss anybody who puts out a hood film or people who do put out hood films, because that may be their reality. And who am I to judge that? But for me, for Clearwater Productions, we probably will do a hood film. We'll probably do a comedy. We'll probably do drama and all that stuff. But the center of every film we do will be the symbolization of love.
Right. And it's all about what's the message in the film, right?
Right.
It's all about the message. Yes, it's all about the message in the film. So we got to definitely deliver messages that's going to, empower our people and encourage them to sit because one of the viewers said the kids are watching.
And before they sit up there and say we're trying to be our Black Panther-ish, when we say empower our people, that's exactly what we're doing. But if we empower our people, that also enhances society as a whole.
Exactly.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
So in order to change that perception, even now, I'm 6'4", I'm 300 pounds. I still have to be cognizant if I'm walking into a store and it's other people in there to make that's why I smile so I don't seem so aggressive.
Yeah.
Or whatever the situation is. But yeah, this is our opportunity, especially with this boom that we got. This is our chance to change or to speak on what we want changed, uninterrupted, uninhibited, without the politics and all of that stupid shit involved with it, just to change the narrative and change how we want to be seen.
That's it.
As a Black man, as a Black woman, as a Black family, as a Black child, all of that stuff. We can change all of that. Just keep writing and putting your content out there.
That's it. I love it. And that's the key thing. Keep writing, keep putting your content out there. Now, how easy is it? I know that you're putting things out there on Tubi. How easy for somebody that's coming up and writing something and that want to try to get their stuff on Tubi? Is it a hard process? How much can you share on what they can do and maybe getting their stuff out there?
Well, see, this goes back to what I'm saying. Because I had this concept of Overman Younger Woman. Me and Hudrell, my business partner and co-founder of the company, and I reached out to DeMarcus Bailey. I said, brother, call him brother, because that's what he is. How can you, what do I need to do? And that brother simply made a phone call for me.
Wow.
I called another brother. I called Brother Harry Lennox. I called Clifton Powell. I called several brothers, and they said, let me make a phone call for you. Some of the phone calls said this, some of the phone calls said that, some of the phone calls said this, but at the end of the day, within a week, we had a 3-picture movie deal.
Wow.
So where it goes from there is that's where it goes. But we're not stopping at 3. There's a whole bunch of stories. I do want to do a film like Rosewood. I do want to, my next film I really want to do when we get the budget to is talk about the first African-American armored company. They were called the Black Panthers. That's where the 60s Panthers got their insignia, name, all of that from. But these brothers here were one of the most decorated army units there ever was, but nobody knows anything about them.
Wow.
So I want to talk about those brothers.
Wow.
I want to talk about those sisters who supported those brothers. I want to talk about the legacy that those brothers left, not only for me, but for generations to come. I want to talk about them. So it's a process. We're gonna knock these movies out, build our money up, and then, you know what I'm saying? Clearwater Productions, LLC, find us on shameless plug. Find us on www.clearwaterproductionsllc.com. Find us, follow us. All you actors that want to be relevant and be involved, find us.
Repeat that again.
www.clearwaterproductionsllc.com. We're not hard to find. If you got a message, if you want to act, if you got music, because my business partner, he also has HMH Entertainment, which does specifically with music. He does the music, I do the movies. So,
is that right?
Oh yes, show is. He does the music, I do the movies, but together we bring you a new vision.
So y'all heard it live on Live TV tonight. You can go to this website if you're interested in getting connected with Clearwater Productions.
Right.
Visit the website. Check it out. Can they register on the website? Like
they can, because we are film, TV, and also we are an agency. We have one talent, well, include myself, signed right now, working on 3 more for talent agencies, because we have to control where we put our people in the right places that we put our people at. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Kelsey D. Jones, who's with Clearwater Productions, and she has 12 modeling gigs in addition to 3 movies that she's going to do, in addition to her singing and all of that stuff. So yeah, we rocking and rolling.
Wow, that's good.
Oh, that's and finally, Kelsey D. Jones. Oh yeah, she's the truth. Miss Kelsey, baby. Yeah, she's the truth.
Well, y'all got the link up there. Hopefully you didn't copy that down and run on over to that website and get connected. Don't say we didn't tell you. Right. You got to get out there and do the work.
Man, once again, thank you for everything that you did for the recognition of the Benet Embry Show. It's been a long time coming because we put in a lot of work on the Benet Embry show. Nikki Jackson, James Kane, Mark Holmes, Zicky, who got nominated for Producer of the Year for that show. We put in a lot of work. You can go see all our past shows on YouTube. Just go to the Benet Embry Show, the channel will pop up. You'll see you'll see stars, you'll see us clowning, acting the fool, all of that stuff. We've had some great guests, some great,
Yes,
great,
you have.
great
I've
guests.
watched the show.
No, thank you, man. So we put in a lot of work in this. There, like I said, 2024, when I get everything balanced with the movies and stuff, we will definitely be back and definitely still bringing you that same heat.
Wow, that's good. And we want to thank everybody. I got a question before I got a question, one more question. But I just want to thank everybody for all of you that have tuned in. I want to thank you. Hi, LaQuasia. No, that is not how you say your name because I met you at an audition. Don't kill me because you told me I said it this way and you tell me no, it's not that. So, but I'm gonna call you LaQuasia tonight. But hi, sweetie. I know that's not how to say it because she told me how to say it. But thank you so much for actually coming in and talking and sharing your input. That means a lot. You know, a lot of times people will get on and they'll just look and won't say anything. Just say hi. We appreciate that because we want to know who's on and so that we'll be able to shout out to you. So thank you so much, sweetheart, for jumping on and conversating with us tonight and everybody else that has gotten on. But before we leave and before we close out, and I'm gonna let you close out the show also because I like the way you open it up. I'm gonna let you close me out. But before we close out the show, you know, we're getting ready March. The red carpet, the tickets go on sale next month for the Indie. Fortunately, you don't have to buy a ticket because guess what? You the man. So but everybody else gonna have to buy a ticket. You know what I'm saying? But you know, but
buy your tickets early.
Yeah, look, I'm telling y'all. Believe me, I know we're gonna sell out. I know we're gonna sell out.
Oh, absolutely.
And so make sure that everybody get in. But what I was gonna say is when we're getting ready for the red carpet. So I've been asking everybody what they gonna be wearing on the red carpet. And I just want to know.
First off, ma'am, I'm severely colorblind. I basically see in black and white, so my wife is gonna dress me. So I have actually no idea how she's going to dress me.
She's your stylist.
Oh yes. Okay,
my wife is, so she's gonna have you together.
Yeah, she will have me together. Oh, before we go, I need to shout out to to all my Masonic brothers all over the world, but also my brothers at Lebanon Lodge 837. Brothers, I love you. I just want to make sure that I got to acknowledge them because this Masonic journey is not about the destination, it's about the journey itself. And I thank all my brother Masons from all over the world. Prince Hall, 4 letters, 3 letters, whatever the situation is. Thank y'all for being there with me.
Wow. And my father-in-law was a Mason.
Oh, well, he was a good man.
Yeah, they are from San Antonio. I don't ask me any questions. It's my husband's dad, but I don't know. But yeah, so I know a lot about that. So hey, that's a good shout out. You always shout out to those that support you. So hey, y'all, it is 8:30. I'm gonna let him close out my show tonight, and I want to thank you again so much for coming on and just sharing the wisdom and congratulations on your nominees. And I look forward to seeing you in March on that carpet. We got a lot planned for you guys. Y'all just don't know. We want to make sure that we give you all the exposure. We got a lot coming down the drain, and I'm really excited. I got to be quiet because I talk too much to be telling everything. So I'm going to be quiet. I'm going to stop talking right now because I've been slipped up and told something. But I just want to say that we got a lot planned for all of the finalists, and we're just super proud of you guys, and we definitely want to honor you all. You deserve it. We want you to know that we see you, okay? Yeah. We see you. So close me out.
Ladies and gentlemen, you've been on the Texas Indie Filmmakers Award channel with your boy Benet Embry and Miss Greenwood. If you can't say it twice. Greenwood. That's how we getting down right here. You be sure and check us out. Be sure and subscribe to this channel. Check out this channel. Buy your tickets right now so you come to the Indie Awards in March. I'll holler at you. Peace.
Good night, everybody. And y'all. Be blessed.
Be